dear subscribers and everyone. I am Mr. Genesis, and today we will be looking at June 2023, the question that came under Indices and Logarithms. So as far as indices and logarithms are concerned, June 2023, pure math statistics. It says solve for x the equation log to the base 2 of x minus 3 plus log to the base 2 of x equals 2. Well, as we can see, both logarithms that have been given to us have been given in terms of base 2. So, solution. Now, in solution, we have been given log to the base 2 of x minus 3 plus log to the base 2 of x to be equal to 2. Now, based on the multiplication law of logarithms, which says if we have log to the base a of m times n, we get log to the base a of m plus log to the base a of n. We can move from here back to this other side, which means in this case, in the case of our question, we can say this implies log to the base 2 of x minus 3 into x should be equal to 2. Now, the same way we can convert from indices to logarithms and back, based on this statement that if we have log to the base a of m equals b, this is possible if and only if m is equal to a to the power b. So it looks somewhat like the a carries the b. So in this case, we are going to do exactly the same. We are going to make it look like this 2 comes and carries this other 2, so that we have x into x minus 3 to be equal to 2 squared, giving us x squared minus 3x equals 4. So you have x squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. To solve this quadratic, you can use two factors. The factors we are going to use are negative 4 and 1. Negative 4 and 1, we are choosing two factors that when we multiply, we get AC, that's 1 times 4, negative 4, and when we add, we get negative 3. So if we are using the factors negative 4 and 1, we'll end up with x squared minus 4x plus x minus 4 equals 0. So we factor out x, we are left with x minus 4. Here we are factoring out 1, we'll be left with x minus 4 equals 0, which implies x minus 4 into x plus 1 are equal to 0, which means either x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. In both cases, x is either equal to 4 or x equals negative 1. Thank you. In June 2023, this time around pure maths mechanics, it says given that m log to the base 3 of 2 equals 10 log to the base 9 of 6, find the value of m. Now, in solution, the actual problem with this question is the fact that the bases are different. If not, the value of m will be very simple to find. Now, look at something. We could decide to just say m is equal to 10 log to the base 9 of 6 divided by log to the base 3 of 2. In my perspective, this is not quite wrong actually, because the question is not specific, okay? But however, keeping a logarithm in this form, as we see here, log to the base 9 and log to the base 3 at the same time, makes the solution ambiguous, makes the solution complicated. So we have to simplify this as much as possible. Now, in my perspective, from the question directly, where we have m log to the base 3 of 2 equal 10 log to the base 9 of 6. In my perspective from here, we should first of all make sure everything has the same base. So I'm going to end up with m log to the base 3 of 2. I'm going to use log to the base 3. I'm going to turn everything to log to the base 3 since it's simpler. And I actually think you could still take it to 9, but I prefer to take it to a number smaller or as small as possible. This will give me 10 log to the base 3 of 6 divided by log to the base 3 of 9. Now this comes from the fact that we have a law that says, if that's the law of change of base, that log to the base a or b, if I want to change them to base m, I will end up with log to the base m of b divided by log to the base m of a. It looks a lot like the logarithm itself. Looks like the logarithm itself. From here remains as the numerator. The base of the logarithm goes down to become the denominator. It just looks something like that. Going back to the question, we'll end up with something like m log to the base 3 of 2 equals 10 log to the base 3 of 6 divided by log to the base 3 of 3 squared. This 3 squared is 9. So we have this. So we say this becomes m log to the base 3 of 2 to be equal to 10 log to the base 3 times 2 divided by 2 log to the base 3 of 3. 2 will cancel here, 1 and 2 here, 5. Here we have log to the base 3 of 3, which is 1. So actually we have m to be equal to 5 log to the base 3. I forgot the base up here. Log to the base 3 of 6. I'll keep it like that. Divided by log to the base 3 of 2. And in my perspective, we can have this as our answer.